Honorable Speaker, I rise to ask question 056 of 2023 to the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration to provide the status of investigation into the circumstances that led to the death of one man, Mr. Jeff Mwathi, in the wee hours of 23rd February 2023 in Kasarani, Nairobi, under unclear circumstances. 2, to explain why no arrests have been made so far despite the case being reported at the Kasarani police station under OB number 365 of 2023 on 23rd February 2023, and the unavailable evidence being found at the scene. 3, have they considered offering any necessary financial assistance to the affected family? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Remember. Chairman, Committee on Administration and Internal Security, Tongoyo, 2 weeks. Statement by Cynthia Muge, MP, Nandi County.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I rise to request for a statement regarding the issuance of diplomatic passports to Kenyan athletes. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44.2c, I request for a statement from the Chairperson, the Departmental Committee on Sports and Culture, regarding the issuance of diplomatic passports to Kenyan athletes. Honorable Speaker, athletics has had a major impact on Kenya, both economically and socially. To note, Honorable Speaker, it's a major source of income and also pride. Besides the President, Honorable Speaker, athletes are the only other persons who have the national anthem played abroad due to their exemplary performance. However, Honorable Speaker, they have been experiencing challenges when traveling to represent the country globally due to the nature of their passports and delays in obtaining their visas. In that regard, Honorable Speaker, many have failed to participate in international competitions. A case in point, Honorable Speaker, is 100 meters champion Ferdinand Omanyala, who failed to travel to Oregon in time to participate in the World Athletics Championship, Honorable Speaker, because of visa challenges. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the Kenyan Citizenship and Immigration Act number 12 of 2011, the Cabinet Secretary is empowered where he considers is necessary to authorize the issuance of a diplomatic passport to a person who does not fall in any of the categories that are set out in the 3rd schedule. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I seek a statement from the Chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Sports and Culture on the following. Number 1, Honorable Speaker, could the Chairperson explain the status of the undertaking by the Cabinet Secretary for the Ministry of Youth and Sports on November 2022 regarding support of athletes by issuance of diplomatic passports? Number 2, Honorable Speaker, could the Chairperson state when the Ministry will issue diplomatic passports to the athletes? And lastly, Honorable Speaker, could the Chair explain the plans the government has put in place to facilitate acquisition of visas by athletes? Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Cynthia, you are sure your statement should not have been directed to internal security? They are the ones who are responsible for management, issuance, withdrawal of passports. Maybe you should reconsider.
I stand guided, Honorable
Because
Speaker.
you are taking a route where you are going to a minister who will go to another minister to get you an answer.
I stand guided, Honorable Speaker.
Yes. Next order.
Order number 8, procedural motion, reduction of a publication period of a bill.
Honorable members, you will notice you have a supplementary order paper, and on the request of the majority leader and for the convenience of the House, under Standing Order 42, I wish to reorganize business and order that order number 13 be considered immediately after order number 8. So order number 8, Chairperson, Budget and Appropriations Committee. Yes, Honorable Atandi. What is out of order?
Honorable Speaker, I want to rise on Standing Order 250.
Standing order?
250 as read together with your rules. Read together with the Speaker's rules. Number 1, 2,
Just
3.
hold on.
1, 2, 3. And Honorable Speaker, the Standing Order number 250 does not anticipate a situation where a stranger is allowed to come to Parliament, and especially, Honorable Speaker, to address the media within the precincts of Parliament. Honorable Speaker, today in the afternoon, several strangers were in Parliament.
Order, Honorable Atandi, sit down, please. Take your seat. Take your seat. Standing Order 250, standing on its own, gives you no opportunity to make any statement on the floor. And if you want to make a statement, you know the procedure. Out of courtesy, you first see the Speaker, inform the Speaker what you want to raise. Then the Speaker will oblige you, depending on the circumstances, to give you an opportunity to say whatever you wish to say. For now, I rule you out of order. You should follow the procedure. And when the Speaker is satisfied that you have a case to prosecute, you'll be allowed the time to do so. And this doesn't apply to Honorable Atandi only, to all of you, honorable members. If you have any issue you want to raise on the floor of the House, courtesy and procedure requires that you see Mr. Speaker way before time, so that he's also satisfied that what you want to raise does not offend standing orders, does not offend any law, does not offend any provisions of our Constitution, and falls within the orderly conduct of our business in the House. Chair, Budget and Appropriations Committee.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair, Honorable Speaker. I rise on a procedure for a procedural motion that, pursuant to provisions of Standing Order 120, that this House resolves to reduce the publication period of the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bill number 9 of 2023, from 7 days to 1 day, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have been on a marathon, and especially in the recent past, considering the supplementary estimates, and lately, last week, the budget policy statement. Mr. Speaker, we are currently in the process of considering the Division of Revenue Bill. And Mr. Speaker, judging by the calendar of the House, we may have to reduce this time, Mr. Speaker, so that before we proceed on the imminent recess, we will have, Mr. Speaker, done our duty in terms of passing the said bill. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, I seek to move, and on the same, Mr. Speaker, request Honorable Aseka to second.
Who is seconding you, Honorable Chair?
Mr. Speaker, I had already requested Honorable Aseka to second.
Thank you. I was consulting the clerk. Honorable Aseka, go ahead.
Thank you, Speaker. As the Chair said, looking at the constitutional timelines and the recess that is ahead of this House, I second.
Honorable members, I propose the question, which is that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 120, this House resolves to reduce the publication period of the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bill number 9 of 2023, from 7 days to 1 day. I put the question, which is that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 120, this House resolves to reduce the publication period of the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bill number 9 of 2023, from 7 days to 1 day. Will as members of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Order number 13, Motion, alteration of the calendar of the House.
Majority Leader.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order number 28.4, that this House resolves to alter its calendar for the second session, that is the regular sessions, as adopted on Wednesday, February 15th, 2023, by varying the period for the short recess with respect to the first part of the session, and so that it reads that the short recess commences on Friday, 24th March 2023, and ends on Monday, 10th April 2023. That the House resumes regular sittings on Tuesday, 11th April 2023, to continue with the first part of the session. Honorable Speaker, you may have noticed that we have moved to extend the short recess by a week because the House still awaits the reports by the various committees, and therefore the extension of timeline by a week allows committees time to finalize their reports on bills, on treaties, inquiries, which will be brought to the House upon resumption of the regular sittings. And owing to the fact that after, of course, the recess session, we will have several matters in the floor of the House, and we do not want to have, the committees missing the plenary sittings and going for committee sittings then. So you want to allow the members of the committees some quality time to finalize their work, their bills, their treaties, and such before the resumption of regular sittings. And that is why we seek an extension of our recess. So it's actually a working recess by a week. So you'll notice, Honorable Speaker, that Easter holidays falls during the recess period, and therefore members will have an opportunity also to reconnect to their families and the constituents and engage with the people, because we've actually been having a very busy session when we resumed this year, and it's important for members to have quality time with the constituents, attend burials, issue bursaries, listen to the members of the public and such. So with those very few remarks, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move and ask the Honorable Robert Mbui to second. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Robert.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second this motion. And I want to just note that for the benefit of everyone, maybe the citizens of this country, recess for the National Assembly is not a holiday. Every time you use the word recess, people might think that Parliament is going on holiday. We are not going on holiday. We are only changing the venue of work, because Parliament operates from chamber, in committees, and also even in the constituencies. So we are only extending by 1 week so that we can be able to carry out those responsibilities that we may not be able to carry out appropriately when we come to the chamber. With those few remarks, Mr. Speaker, I second.
Honorable members, I now propose the question, which is that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 28.4, this House resolves to alter its calendar for the second session, regular sessions, as adopted on Wednesday, February 15th, 2023, by varying the period for the short recess with respect to the first part of the session, so that A, the short recess commences on Friday, 24th March 2023, and ends on Monday, 10th April 2023, and B, the House resumes regular sittings on Tuesday, 11th April 2023, to continue with the first part of the session. I'll now put the question, which is that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 28.4, this House, I now put the question, which is that pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 28.4, this House resolves to alter its calendar for the second session, regular sessions, as adopted on Wednesday, February 15, 2023, by varying the period for the short recess with respect to the first part of the session, so that A, the short recess commences on Friday, 24th March 2023, and ends on Monday, 10th April 2023, and B,